value for Josh Allen, Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Jared Goff, Shedeur Sanders, Brock Purdy, not being surrounded with All-Americans and five-star players. For that reason, I like Shedeur. He got beat up, played from behind, no run game. I like him. Do you?
I like him. I mean, look, you're right about the grit. He got beat up for 2 years, and every time he got hit, he got back up, got back in the huddle, and kept playing. You're right, no run game. Wasn't much support offensively. The offensive structure, not great there, right? And there's intangibles there. He's accurate. He's good in the pocket. I mentioned the grit already, right? Now, the question is, holding the ball too long and taking those sacks, those translate to the NFL. So let's put him in a better offense. Let's start with that. The offense he'll play in the NFL will be better. The Colorado offense was a wreck. Formationally, it was boring. They didn't have to throw the ball downfield very much. So if you put him in a pro offense, behind a better offensive line, those things, the accuracy, the toughness, the pocket mobility, those should shine. The question's, I think, again, is he going to be like Caleb Williams, who held the ball a bunch in college at USC, got sacked a bunch in college, and then we saw last season, didn't play behind a great offensive line. I get that. Scheme issues in Chicago as well, but sacked a lot and held onto the ball a little bit too much. So can you get that out of Shedeur's game with a better team, a better offense, and better things around him?
Okay, let's go to a teammate, Travis Hunter. Urban Meyer says, never quite seen anything like it generationally. I'd let him play both sides. You, 3-year starter in college, played in the NFL. Do you think players will buy into, let the kid start at corner and wide receiver?
I think it's too much, Colin. Travis Hunter is incredible. I didn't really buy the argument that he shouldn't get the Heisman. That was kind of interesting to me. If you watch him play, I mean, incredible athlete, gets the ball every time. You see right here on the screen, like, catch the ball, gone. Number one corner, too. Like, he's incredible. The question is this, you have basically two playbooks, right? You have a defensive playbook that's this big, and they're on iPads now. It's a little bit different, but an offensive playbook this big. How do you do both at the same time? Right? You practice one day with the wide receivers and one day with the corners. I think it's easier to be a full-time corner and then say, hey, Travis, here is 10 plays on offense. Can you run them on Friday at practice? Or maybe you stay after for 5-10 minutes on Thursday and just we'll have this package of plays for you, which is really at Colorado. He didn't move a lot on offense, Colin. He kind of stayed on one side of the ball.
Yeah.
He ran a couple things. Like, he wasn't a guy that did a ton on offense. He's just that good. And when he got the ball in his hands, it was incredible. So that's how I would play it. I would say, look, you're a corner, and then we'll give you 10, 15 plays on offense. You have to spend a lot of time in that offensive meeting room because you have to get ready to play corner in the NFL.